Hey guys, it's me, it's Jasmine and a sear towel. And welcome back to My Mayhem. Today I'll be talking about the things that I use to get through the first 6 months of this little guy's life. Yes, it was rough, but we got through it. And now make sure you like this video, comment, and subscribe to our channel. And make sure you ring the bell so you're notified of another video. All right. The first thing that I used to get through the first 6 months was the Glow Baby app. Now, I know moms before didn't use apps and they got through it, but it just made it fun and it just helped me keep track of things that usually you'd write down, but yeah, we're in 2019, so it's a little more technical. So I use an app, and it helped me track when I did my feedings, when I changed his diaper, how long he slept. It does a lot. That's something that you need to look into. Glow Baby app. It helped a lot, especially with going to the doctor's appointments and the questions that the doctors ask. Everything that I needed to tell the doctor was right there in my app. It's like your little baby notepad. All right, so that got me through, all the way up until his 6-month checkup. What helped me was the Swaddle Me blankets. Now, they didn't last the whole 6 months, but it lasted for the first 3. Once he was able to escape his little arms and wiggle them out, it was a wrap for that. He was not staying in that any longer. But it helped in the beginning because it helped to create that womb-like feeling, and it helped him sleep a lot longer. The boppy. I had 2 types of boppies. I had the normal little C-shaped boppy, and I had a boppy with a strap, and it's called the My Best Friend nursing pillow. I got it at Target, and when I mean it was my best friend, it was my best friend. I wore that thing everywhere around the house, outside on the porch. And he was so tiny. He was 5 pounds. So I could just put him on that, hold him with one hand, strap it real tight to my waist, and just walk around and drink a cup of water while holding him on the boppy. While breastfeeding him, put my phone in a little pocket that it had. It was awesome. Baby carrier. I had to use a baby carrier because, for one, those babies love to be close to your heart. It was like every time I would put him down to go to sleep, he would wake back up. So the only way he would sleep longer is if he was on my chest. But it was like, okay, I have things to do. I was a stay-at-home mom. I wasn't working. So I needed to have dinner ready. I needed to keep the room clean. I needed to keep the house clean. I needed to do laundry. So it was like, how am I going to do this stuff? And he won't sleep by himself. He wouldn't sleep in the bassinet by himself. He wouldn't stay asleep for long in the swing. So it was like, okay, what am I going to do? Baby carrier. So I would strap him up to me, wash the dishes, make a dinner, do whatever it was that I had to do. And I got it done. And the baby was asleep. So that was a big help. Another type of carrier, the boba wrap. I use that because I'm a breastfeeding mom. So it gave me a little bit more flexibility. And I was able to feed him and carry him hands-free at the same time. So that was also Up next, the Haka breast pump. Now, it's not like the handheld pump where you squeeze, or electric or anything like that. Squeeze it, put it onto your boob, and while the baby's feeding on the other boob, it'll catch all the milk that is dripping, so it wouldn't just get left behind in the breast pad. Now, I had to use those because I would leak a lot in the beginning. I don't have to wear them now. I do sometimes when I'm sleeping, because if he sleeps the whole night through, and sometimes I still get really full and they'll leak, but not that much, but you know, just save a t-shirt. So I wear them at night. But the Haka, you just suction it on to whatever breast that you're not using while feeding baby, and it'll catch the milk. So that's a plus. I don't have to pump, and it just drips in, and I use that milk for whatever. The Medela Harmony manual pump. Now, that pump, right along with the My Best Friend nursing pillow, that was my best friend, and I will call her Meals on Wheels, because when I would put a sear in the car, he would scream Bloody Mary. It was like he hated the car seat and he didn't want to be in it. And even if I fed him right before wherever we were going to or whatever, before I put him in his car seat, before leaving, I would feed him, and he would just be screaming and screaming. So I'm like, okay, your diaper is not wet. You can't be hungry, but maybe you are. So one day I was driving and I'm like, well, I can't stop. I'm on the freeway. So I grabbed the Medela Harmony pump. I start pumping while driving. So I'm like, okay, I'm like this, and I'm pumping and I'm driving, and I pour the milk into the bottle, and I pass it to him. And I'm holding it. I'm driving and holding the bottle like this. So I used to have really bad shoulder problems. But the things you do as a mom. So I call her Meals on Wheels. It's the Medela Harmony manual pump. Got it at Target. No, I take that back. I did not get mine at Target, but they have it at Target. I got mine through my insurance. I didn't qualify for an electric pump, but I qualified for the manual pump. I don't know what that's about, but it worked. It worked for me. I had to go out and buy my own electric pump. But the Medela Harmony, my best friend. Little Remedies gas relief. Now, out of nowhere, I don't know where it came from, Asir just started having gas problems. He wasn't passing gas. I was doing the bicycle legs. He was doing tummy time. I was rubbing his stomach. He just was having a hard time passing gas. Now, the first 1 to 2 months, he was passing gas all the time. Wasn't having any problems. I thought it was my diet and what I was eating. So I changed a lot of things, and some things worked, some things didn't. It was just like, gosh, I didn't know I had to watch what I ate after I delivered the baby. Like, I already had to watch when he was inside. Now on the outside too, like, that's crazy. I want to eat tacos, and I want to eat chocolate and all kind of stuff like that. But it was giving him gas. I don't know what on the taco was giving him gas, but I would have tacos every Tuesday, chicken tacos every Tuesday, and he would just have the hardest little time every night. So I'm like, okay, maybe I'll take the tomatoes off my taco. Like, every week I would try something different, no sauce or whatever. I would try something different on my taco to see if it wouldn't give him gas. I also use Mommy Bliss Gripe water. That really, really helped Asir with the gas problems at night, and he would fall straight to sleep after me giving it to him. And I would bring it to my his doctor's attention, and they would always just say, rub his little tummy, do the gas relief drops. The Gripe water doesn't really work, but it really did work for him. So it was something that I just did for myself and him, and it worked. It may not work for your baby or whatever, but it worked for mine. And then just one day, like, I think I started giving it to him at 3 months. At 4 months, just one day I gave it to him and he threw it up, and I never gave it to him again. He didn't have gas problems anymore. It was just like, Mom, I don't want it. Don't give it to me anymore. So I didn't, but it worked for that month that he was having gas problems. A lot of hand mittens. For one, I needed so many hand mittens because his hands were so tiny, and sometimes I would lose one or whatever. They would get dirty. I don't know how. He's a baby. He wasn't doing anything with his hands. But a lot of hand mittens because he would scratch his little face up, and I just needed so many of them. So I had a lot of hand mittens. Lots and lots and lots of diapers and wipes. When I mean, this boy used to have some poop explosions, and I was trying to figure out, was it me? Was it him? Was I putting the diaper on wrong? Like, what was the deal? Because I had to throw so many onesies away. It was ridiculous. I used to say, babe, the baby had another poop explosion. I think I just should throw the whole baby away. Just throw the whole baby away. Whew. A lot of onesies too. I had to throw a lot of onesies away, but I'm glad that I had a lot of clothes. Shout out to Brittany for all the hand-me-downs. Onesies away was like wiping his nose and just throwing the tissue away. Like, that's how we were going through onesies. Nook Simply Natural baby bottles. Now, that was the closest thing that I could get to, like, because I'm breastfeeding, and that was the closest thing I could get to that he liked. Nipple wise, I tried Tommy TP. He didn't really care for it. But the Nook Simply Natural, he loved. And I needed it for the car rides, because like I said before, when I would put him in the car, he would scream Bloody Mary like he was hungry, but I just fed you. So I would have to, like I said, put the bottle in his mouth and hold it like this while driving. But it got me through some rough car rides. And also the dad feedings. Baby Frida knows Frida. Now, I still use that to this day, and I think I'm going to be using it for a long time. Babies don't like when you clean their nose. But in the beginning, I guess he didn't know what it was, and he wasn't as mobile as he is now. And I could just stick it in his nose, suck the tube, and voila, snot be gone. Now he's pulling it. He's everywhere. He's trying to snatch it out of my hand, snatch the tube out of my mouth. It's just a fight every time to clean his nose. But welcome to mommy. Nasal Miss. Now, that was something else that we struggle with the seer. He was always, and still is sometimes, congested. And he doesn't know how to blow his nose, and he doesn't always want me to suck it out. I know that sounds really, really gross, but yes, he doesn't always want me to suck it out. So the Nasal Miss, it's a lot of different brands. I use the Boogie one or Little Remedies. You just squeeze it, saline, you just squeeze it in there, and it just makes it just run straight out. The Stroller system. Now, I had a jogger stroller and I had the Click and Go. When I was going to doctor's appointments and stuff like that, I would use the Click and Go or the grocery store because it's real simple. You just pull it out of the trunk, click, throw the baby in his car seat, and you just go. the actual stroller that came with his car seat is a jogging stroller. So that one was a lot bigger, a lot more complicated. So I didn't always go with that one. The click and go was more of my favorite. And last but not least, nail clippers. Their nails, I swear, they grow every second. And I never cut them. Like if I cut them right now, file and everything, and I don't know what those little file things are that come in the baby kit, but they don't file nothing. I threw them away. I went to go to the beauty supply and got him the little buffer block and a emery board because the baby ones don't work. He needed something serious for those eagle claws. I cut them every other day. And when he's really tired and he's wiping his eyes and everything, and he has all these scratches and everything like that, and I try to prevent them by cutting his nails. So nail clippers are a key essential. You need them. Their nails grow really, really fast. And that's it. Those are the things that I use to get through the first 6 months of his little life. And I'm pretty sure that I'll continue to use a lot of those things and more. And maybe that'll be another video of things that I use to get through the first year of his life. But right now it's just the first 6 months, and we're getting through it. And thanks for tuning in. Make sure you like the video, make sure you comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. Come again.